Hey guys, welcome to another day at the shop. Today we are working on the front end as part 3 of my GMC Sierra. So if you don't know about this project and you're just now tuning in, go back and see the other videos. Here's the first one right here, right there. Check it out. If you have any questions about the first 2 videos, comment below. Comment on the other videos. Today I'm going to be going through what I've already tore off on the last video, which is all this. I'm going to be getting all the little fasteners and everything else because I can use these. Heck, even this little bottom air dam I can possibly use if it's not damaged. I'll even look at this fog light holder, and if it's not damaged, I can possibly resell it and recoup a little bit of money that way. Other things, I've already taken off the heat shield up here. It looks pretty good. I got all the fasteners for it. This right now is just sitting here. I've ran the truck around the yard just to see how it would run and drive. Put it in 4-wheel drive and everything. Everything works out good. Looks pretty good. My damage report right now, as of the last video, got some damage to this fender. It's not too significant, not enough for me to want to replace it right now. I'm looking to try and do this as cheap as possible. It's a wrecked vehicle. Eventually I will get a new fender. If I decide that I'm going to have to get a hood that needs to be repainted, then I'll buy another fender and we'll just repaint them together. This other fender over here, it doesn't have really any damage on it, minus a couple little scratches, but interior wise, that's the only part that I found that's damaged, is that little separation right there. Back here, the air box, it has a little bow in it, but I'm not concerned. I talked about in the last video, this horn right here is kind of beat up, but with the damage that it has compared to this one, it's not too bad because I'm going with an aftermarket front bumper, and I'm going to make it to where it fits this, and hopefully maybe if another one wants it or something and I have to sell it, the bumper can fit that one. But these bumpers are kind of come in pieces and I've got to put it together myself, so it should fit perfect in here without a problem due to the fact of I have to weld it together. The engine in here, I've got some spark plugs, I've got oil, a new oil filter. The engine oil looks pretty good, the belt looks pretty good. There's a little bit of crud here and there. Just going through it, looking at things, just the deterioration from heat and all that. So I'll be changing out some of this to make sure that the wires are good and protected all the way through. I've tightened down the battery. This cable was loose, now it's better. Looks like we got some aftermarket deal right here, which I'll have to trace down and find out what that goes to. But talking about parts and all, I've already ordered most of everything. Like I said, my main 2 things left is this hood, the front bumper, and if I can't find a gray hood, I'll end up buying another fender and putting it on. Once I released the pressure off of the support right here, the gap back here got a lot better. As you see, it was scrubbing this front fender because it was pushed back from the tension. So, like I said, keep saying like I said. But we're going to go through, pop all these little bits and pieces, making sure that I don't have to purchase extra ones because that's a big deal. Just the little clips, the little stuff, the little part that holds the front trim up here. You're going to pop all that off because I don't know if the new piece is going to come with any of that. And if it does, awesome. If it doesn't, well, I've got the other pieces for it. So I'm going to get to going through this. y'all just stay tuned and watch some time lapse, and we'll go through and see what we can salvage. Let's get to it. All right, well, with the headlights we've already looked at, you can see that I pulled all the headlights out. I did have one damaged right here, which I'm gonna have to replace, so that's not too bad. But all the mounting brackets are gone on, this is the driver's side. So the driver's side is not working too good for me. The passenger side, on the other hand, oh, all these lights look good from the outside, or from the back side. So I'm going to end up getting these ready to go and put them in the new housings when I get the new housings. All the mounting brackets on here were also broke. So, got all the bolts for that and everything. And as you see my pile of mess right here, got the fog lights out just in case somebody wants some fog lights. I'll probably polish these up a little bit and make them a little bit more presentable. But as far as I know, these work. And if they don't, well, I should be able to get them to somebody that wants this, because I don't need them anymore, because I'm not going with a factory front bumper. So got both of them. They're still good from the crash. No damage to them or anything like that. So hopefully we can recoup about $20 or so from that. Like I showed you, the hood insulation, pop these pieces out. Got them all hanging out right there. Multiple bolts. Here's these little doodads from the hood. So we're just going through and making sure we get everything, even like this one screw right here. Making sure we get that, just to make sure that we don't need it again somewhere down the line. And even if we don't, we have an extra, so we don't have to go buy more screws for this project or other projects. Still learning, trying to figure this part out. Got this front camera. I'm gonna have to get new cables for it, because never hooked up a camera, especially in the front. Here's the cable and all to it. Still, like I said, learning where all this goes and what this all does. I'm not sure. So, but the cable broke, and half of it was used to hold on the front bumper. So, yeah. All right, I'm gonna pull the rest of this stuff off this bumper and everything. As you see today, we've kind of went through a little bit of a mess right here, figure out what we're keeping, what we're not. Bumper's gone, ripped off all the other bumpers. As we were out here, we straightened this fender up a little bit more. It's almost in line 100%. This is the only deal that's not 100%. This is kind of a pain in the butt, but we'll keep hammering away at it as we get new headlights and everything. Got that little dent right there. Figure out how to pull that out just enough. Oh, learn some body work. This side looks pretty straight for the other headlight. So going in here, we got some brackets for the bumper and the valence cover. Like I said, we got those fog lights. We got all these metal pieces. I'm not sure. They may or may not be able to be bent back into shape. If they're not, got to order some new ones. Got that lower air dam with the fog lights, and then got the very lower section of the air dam. I'm not sure if this is going to be usable again because it's got a rip and a couple of waves in it. This is the hood heat shield, which looks really good, and I just pulled off the little tabs for it. Here's that radiator fan. As you see, it's cracked right here. I'm going to try and mend this as much as I can. If it works, awesome. If it doesn't work, then I'll be salvaging another one from somewhere else, either a junkyard or something like that. So slowly making this happen. I mean, this is part 3 of many more parts, and this is all the damage that we have. So we still got to fix that section right there. And the radiator and everything's coming in next week. And let's see what else. That's really about it right now. Still looking for a hood. So as soon as I find a hood, I'll order it. And then hopefully at the same time, I'll just go ahead and order the front bumper. Supposed to be getting my bed liner in soon. So that'll be another little project to do. And then start looking at other things. Got a couple other fun things that's going to make this thing not look like a grandpa truck anymore. Seeing as how the stance is on it, with the low front end and the higher rear end, and then these road tires on it, and I couldn't even get up under it with those steps. So really enjoying having a truck here, even though it can't drive yet. So the next episode, I'm not sure what we're going to do. We're either going to prep for the bed liner and then handle it in a couple of days, or we're going to start looking at seat belts and removing that airbag and start looking at the steering wheel, why it's loose. In the meantime, I'm going to get all this stuff out of my way and looking at getting it ready for the scrapyard. And then after all this, we got fluids. I don't know if I've said that already. Fluids, spark plugs. We're gonna do all the fluids up underneath. Make sure this thing's in tip-top condition before it makes it on the road. So, thank you for joining in for another episode of The Shop. Stay tuned for more episodes of the Sierra. Check out Teesprings. Links in the description below. Check out Facebook and Instagram. Give us a like on this video if it helps you out. Comment below. Check out the other videos. Any questions? You know what to do. There's a giveaway going on. Amazon gift card, $50. All you gotta do is subscribe. So, in the meantime, do that for me. Get yourself entered for any of the giveaways that we have going on in the future and now. And stay tuned for more progress on the Sierra. That's coming soon, so stay tuned. Many other projects. Thanks for joining in. Until next time.